It's Monday, and I know a lot of people hate it, so hopefully this video cheers you up a little bit, because we're going to be talking about rumours. Rumours between Amazon, Games Workshop, Henry Cavill, all the fun stuff that a lot of us have been speculating a lot so far. Now, the writers' strikes have ended, so we should be getting a lot more news in the coming weeks. I'm basically going to dedicate this video to everything that I've heard, that I've known, like link names, rumors, the projects, everything like that. And we're also going to discuss what potentially is going on between Games Workshop and Amazon at this current moment in time, and also the actual project themselves, because a lot of people are actually scared of an Amazon and Games Workshop link up. So let's jump in and let's get waffling. Now, I want to start with one of the big things, and that is the actual deal between Amazon and Games Workshop itself. Now, the last time we heard about these two companies in any type of news sphere was the financial report, where it basically said the deal had been agreed, but in principle. In principle doesn't mean that the final contract was signed. Now, this is what I'm hearing still today. I've heard through the Rumourverse that the writing side of thing, Games Workshop is not bothered with that at all. They're happy with what's going on with, scripts and the story they're going to be doing, which we'll get onto in the latter part of this video. At this moment in time, it's all with the lawyers. It's with Amazon's lawyers and Games Workshop lawyers, while they, bash together this contract on rights and probably profits and all the other stuff that's probably going to come with this. And I do think it's not just TV and film that's going to be a part of this contract between Amazon and Games Workshop. Some of you chaps have actually mentioned this in the comments yourselves, is that I personally think Amazon is going to take a big part in distributing GW products across the globe, because let's face it, they are like the biggest shipping company in the world. And some of the rumors I've heard and speculation I've heard about Games Workshop and their warehouse is that they're having massive issues. So maybe Amazon can come in, step in, and help them get more 40K products across the globe. Now, in terms of casting news, in terms of who's attached to projects, in terms of projects itself, hang on, because we are going down that deep hole, as we always do. I think I need the foil for this part of the video. Please take everything you're about to hear with copious amounts of salt. This is coming from a new source. I'm calling this sauce salad cream. It's not ketchup, it's not mayonnaise, this is salad cream, so hang on to your butts. So I heard the main project that they want to be bringing over to Amazon is going to be Eisenhorn. Now, we've actually heard about Eisenhorn before for rumors in the Rumourverse. Remember, Frank Spotnitz was like writing a script for it. I'm not sure if he's attached to this project. I'm not sure if they've took the script from that and they're redoing that script. Your guess is as good as mine. But Eisenhorn has been slung around so many times, and that's now what I'm hearing from this source. And to be fair, as I keep saying to a lot of people, Eisenhorn is probably one of the best starting points in terms of books if you're getting into Warhammer 40,000. Like, people like me and you are watching this video, we probably know the ins and outs of Warhammer 40,000, but you have to look at the wider audience this is going to affect. And I think Eisenhorn is that story that can get people to connect with Warhammer 40,000, because you see the Imperium through one of the highest authorities that there is, an authority that can go anywhere, that can do anything in the Emperor's name. And of course, for people who know the story of Eisenhorn, I'm not going to go into it here, I'm not going to spoil anything, you know that Eisenhorn literally touches on some of the biggest subjects in Warhammer 40,000. Now, in terms of casting, this is kind of a funky one, really, because there's a lot of actors that I actually love being rumored attached to projects at Amazon. One of them is Carl Urban, the chap from The Boys, Eomer, Judge Dredd. His name has been slung around a lot. I'm not sure if he's going to be a part of this Eisenhorn project. Maybe there's other projects on the go and they're just trying to get as many big names, or trying to get as many names to attach to it as possible. But Carl Urban potentially in an Eisenhorn project. Who could he play? Eisenhorn himself? I literally have no idea. Another name is Idris Elba. I've heard his name slung around a bit. Idris Elba, again, another fantastic actor. Hopefully that plays off. And going back to a story that I've heard a couple of months back, I actually did a video on this. Anna D. I've literally just butchered the name. I'm going to put her image up in the background. She's in Knives Out. Again, another fantastic actress. I've always said this could be the perfect cast for Beckwin. Like, if the Eisenhorn project is true and Anna is attached to this project, then she could be an absolutely top-tier Beckwin actress. And of course, on top of everything, we have Henry Cavill, not Carville as I keep calling him, sorry Henry. But Henry's role, I am hearing that he is going to be involved in the Eisenhorn potential project. Now, we know he's going to be the executive producer through all of this, and we'll get onto that role just in a second because I really want to talk about that. In terms of who he's going to play or what he could play, your guess is as good as mine. Is he going to be Eisenhorn? Is he going to be someone else? Is he going to be a certain yellow thing in the Eisenhorn series? Again, no spoilers, but if you know, then you know, because that links to Henry playing his favorite army as well. In terms of when this is probably going to be shooting or when we're going to start getting more news, it's definitely going to be to the latter end of 2024. If Henry is a part of this project, then I don't see him really doing much of it next year, because apparently he's rumored to be taking the lead role in Highlander, which is also going to be on Amazon. We haven't really heard much about that, but that's what the big rumor is right now. So if he is taking part in Highlander, then I'm sure like the 40K project, if it does happen, will be coming after that at some point. Now, right at the end, I just want to talk about the actual deal between Amazon and Games Workshop itself, because a lot of people are scared about this deal, because when you think of Amazon, a lot of people say, oh, look at Rings of Power, look what they did to that, it was a disaster, Tolkien's work completely ruined it. I agree and I disagree with that. I agree with, like, yes, Rings of Power for me was not good. It was, well, it was awful for me. I loved how it looked. I love like the scenery and like the visual effects. Like, I love seeing Numenor and stuff like that. But then like seeing the armor on the Numenorians, I was like, well, this is a bit bland and stuff. Mainly, it was the dialogue. The dialogue in the Rings of Power was just god-awful. And this is what I keep saying to people. It's all about who you get actually attached to the project, who's behind the scenes, writing and bringing it to life. Because if you look at some other shows like The Boys, Jack Reacher, Jack Ryan, like The Terminal List, Invincible, you know, like if you stay close to, or, you know, skirt around the actual product itself and stay true and respect the actual lore, I personally think you can have a great product. And this is why I believe that if this does go through with Henry attached to it, I think we will have a great product, because Henry is known for sticking to the actual lore. If you believe the rumors, this is one of the reasons why he left the Witcher series, because he had a falling out with the writing staff, because the writing staff wanted to go off book, and he was like, well, there's so much source material here that is actually in the book we can write about. You're just making stuff up and it's not true to the character himself. So that's why Henry ended up leaving The Witcher. So to have him and have someone like that attached to a project that involves Warhammer, I am confident that he will stay attached to whatever project he's doing and make the world believable that we've all grew up and we all literally love. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. At this point, fingers crossed, it all goes through, it becomes the best thing since sliced bread, and we can all enjoy even more Warhammer content when it comes to live action TV shows, animations, everything like that. Anyway, Chaperoonios, that's enough waffling for me as always. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, anything like that, post it down below. I know there's a million like, oh, I want them to do the Horus Heresy. I want them to do Gaunt's Ghost. I want Cathias Kane. I know there's so many good stories out there, and I'm sure you're going to start posting it in the comments down below. But I truly believe that if they do go with Eisenhorn, it will be one of the best ones to go with, because the story of Eisenhorn is fantastic. If they can get Dan Abnett involved in some way, get Dan Abnett to write the screenplay or something like that, maybe. He's done it before. He's done like Doctor Who and stuff and all that amazing thing. Like, Dan Abnett's done everything. So if he can be a part of the project, then, you know, I am down to ride along until the end of time. Right, enough waffling. See ya. Have a great day. Thoughts and feedback down below, and bye-bye.